One of the popular questions that we get across the tech lines is how to properly charge the monotube gas canister shock. So, do you mind taking a minute here and walking us through the right procedure to do this?
First thing, two things you want to remember to use a gauge to charge shocks with that's made for this. You can't check the gas pressure. You can't just gas it up with a regular air hose and then check it with a tire gauge, because it's such a small area that contains the gas pressure that just a blip with a tire gauge actually will release most of the pressure. Couple things to do. One, if you can, make sure that the shaft is fully extended on the shock, because when the shaft's in a little bit, it actually puts some gas charge or puts pressure in the canister. Make sure your shaft is fully extended on the shock. And the gas gauge, the gas pressure tool that we sell, works like this. You put it on the Schrader valve that's on the canister, because this is the compartment that controls the gas or houses the gas.
With the shocks on the car, you want to make sure the housing's hanging at full droop. So you want the shocks fully extended so that we're not putting the shaft, we're not displacing any fluid inside of the body of the shock. So if it's on the car, just make sure you're dropping the housing all the way out.
So once you put the gauge on the canister, you've got a little gate valve up here. So you're going to turn this clockwise or open the gate, and what it's doing is putting a plunger down on the Schrader valve, which opens the gas port up. So you get that, you take your nitrogen, your CO2, whichever kind of gas, dry gas you're going to use, put it on the gauge, bring it up to your desired pressure. Normally we'll charge these around 70 pounds. It really depended on what valving and what the usage is. But so you charge up to 70, always go a couple pounds over. And once you get it, you close the gate valve.
Brings the Schrader valve up.
And it captures the gas inside the canister. And then you remove the gas thing. Another thing to remember on these, don't use a wrench to tighten this up. When you put it on, you just go finger tight and give it just a little tug there. If you go put a wrench on it, it actually damages the inside of the tool where it doesn't get a good seal. So the first time you put a wrench on it's fine. Second time you really got to crank it. Third time it leaks the gas off. So gas it up, shut the gauge, and then take this off and you're ready to go.